Hey everyone, welcome to UK Media Warrior. Moana, the newest Disney animated movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, has just been released and I went to see it last night. Now, Disney films are very much, to my mind, formulaic. Now, yes, they're aimed at kids, but they've also always attracted a huge adult audience. And for very good reasons, they're very good films. And they always manage to hit on the right emotional level to get both the kids and the mums and dads and whatever engrossed in the movie. This does no different. Moana does no different. But it's the Disney formula. You've seen it before in Frozen. You've seen it before in Brave. It's where the young heroine starts out in an idyllic life. Everything's going fantastic. Something in the middle of the film happens where she has to go off and brave danger and overcome fear and become the hero, and at the end everything works out and life's fantastic and away we go happily ever after. And along the way you'll probably have a couple of songs that will no doubt kids will be singing, or young girls will be singing for months or years to come, as they do with the Frozen ones. But it's the same formula over and over and over again. Now, Pixar have been accused of doing the same thing, that their films, although hits and financially hugely successful movies, Pixar films are very formulaic. Yes, they are. Disney is equally as guilty. When I was watching it last night with my wife, she absolutely loved it. And it was an okay film. It was a good film. I'm not going to say it wasn't, because it was. Is it the best animated film of the year? No, I mean, I'd still give that to Zootopia by a little bit, because Zootopia was more unique. This didn't feel unique. It was unique in that it went away from the fairy tale castles and princesses and whatever that you might normally get with Disney, and it brought in the Polynesian Hawaiian feel, which we've never seen before. So good for Disney for doing that. That was required, that was needed, and it was good for that. And that was one of the parts I actually enjoyed, this new feel, this new look, the scenery, the voices, the songs were all very, very good. But about halfway, two-thirds of the way through, I'm sitting down and watching it, I'm thinking, why do I feel like I've seen this before? And I just couldn't put my finger on it. And it wasn't till after the film had finished and we were walking out and was driving home and I was talking about it with the wife, I thought, well, duh, yeah, because I have seen it before. I might not have seen these characters in this world, but I've seen this film play for play before in Frozen and Brave and whatever, because it's the same Disney film. Does that mean your kids aren't going to love it? No, of course not. They're going to absolutely love this film. I mean, little girls are going to be dressing up as Moana for Halloween or for whatever, for parties or whatever, for the next couple of years, no doubt, until the next one rolls out. But for adults, you might, although you'll like it, you'll sit there, you'll have a smile on your face, and when the emotional beats hit, you might have a slight welling of a tear in your eye, maybe, perhaps. Even the guys, don't deny it, because we know you do. But yeah, you're gonna probably, like me, you're gonna sit there and think, this feels very familiar, and that's why. Because if you go back and watch Frozen and Brave and Toy Story or whatever, you're gonna, it is the same. It just is. I'm sorry, but it is. The songs in this were good, catchy, yeah, but that's a Disney thing. They always manage to put out great songs, so that's a plus. As I say, the acting was great. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, he gets to sing in this film. He gets a whole number with Maui, the demigod, or as Maui, the demigod, I should say. He surprised me. I didn't know the guy could sing, and he actually can hold a tune. Is actually pretty good. So that was a nice surprise. The young girl who plays Moana is equally as good. She is 16 years old. Now, the age of Moana is a little bit ambiguous. Maui says at one point that she's an 8-year-old. Well, if she's an 8-year-old, she's one of the most developed 8-year-olds I've ever seen. I would have said she's 13, 14 maybe. And the voice of the girl who's 16 doesn't fit with an 8-year-old. So I'm not entirely sure how old this girl's supposed to be in this film. But on screen, at least, to my mind, she looks like a 13, 14-year-old at least, minimum. Possibly slightly older, perhaps supposed to be 16, I don't know. But Maui actually says, well, you're an 8-year-old girl, what do you know? So, what do I know? But yeah, it's a good film. It's going to be another great film, another money earner for Disney. It's going to do fantastic at the box office. So they're not going to be crying over this at all. It's got good reviews from Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah, it's winning on all points at this moment. But for me, as I say, because it's familiar, because it's the old trope that I've seen a dozen times before, it did feel a little bit lacking in overall. So I'm going to give this film a 7 out of 10. That's a good film. That's why I'm giving it a 7. It's not a bad film. It's enjoyable to watch. As I say, you'll smile, you'll laugh a couple of places in it. It's got one of the most ridiculous animal sidekicks ever in history in animated movies. That is just I was just watching it thinking, why the hell did Disney think this would be a great animal sidekick? I don't know, but it oddly works for some reason. And don't ask me why, because I don't know. But yeah, so 7 out of 10. It'll make you smile. It'll make you get emotional at the right points, because they know exactly what buttons to press on everyone, because they're very well versed at this over the years. They're very experienced now. They've been doing this for decades, so they know what to do. So you're going to enjoy it, be you a girl, boy, man or woman. You're going to enjoy the film. But as I say, dipped a little bit because I've seen it all before. 7 out of 10. You'll love it. You'll probably enjoy it. You'll probably have a laugh. Go and have fun. Hope to see you again soon for another instalment of UK Media Warrior. You guys take care. Have a great Christmas if I don't see you beforehand. Until then, take care and let's be careful out there.